But we need to get gone.
Got yourself something funky.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Apparently, I'm starting off with the video this time.
Well, we actually started off beforehand. If anybody was quick enough, they'll have actually caught us right at the very beginning because I didn't have a clue what I was doing and I got sidetracked.
Oh, they caught us chatting as you went over time.
Yeah, if they actually look, we are actually caught chatting our. So.
I did wonder why it said we'd been live for over a minute.
Yeah, I messed up. Luckily, there was nobody there. So unless they watch it, they won't see what we were talking about.
Happens all the time.
Evening Hot Wheels dude, all the way from Australia. He's over on YouTube there. I'll get a couple of these comments in while we're there because I keep forgetting about them. There's Hot Wheels.
Evening.
We also have. No, they're moving a bit quick. Oh, that's Stu tagging everybody. Thanks, Stu, dude. And a dog. So that was the tagging. So I need to get that one off. There we go. And I'll take another one. My computer's playing up. Right then. So it's time with the Spice Freak. Every week you go off and you find something that might interest some of us. Sometimes you come back with some weird crap that I really don't like, but that's me because I'm fussy.
Yeah.
What you got?
Well, you're not going to like today's first one. This one, I mean, you've all seen this before, but I figured I'd give you another proper look at it because people were specifically asking about Pips last time. This is their Fuego del Verde, which I think is my favorite of their line.
See that word, verde?
Yeah, that's the word that puts you off, isn't it? Because, yeah, it's a green chili sauce. A little less green than some, a little more on the yellowy side of green in color. Let's see if I can show you. No, I can't get a good look at that, so let's show you the side of the bottle instead. That should give you an idea of how chunky this is.
It does look like it's got a lot of big bits in there.
Yeah, lots of bits of garlic, seed, and pepper skin. Very tangy. Has a little bit of a sharp kick to it with the vinegar, as well as with the chili. And does have a nice bit of sweetness to go along with, but also that savory undertone of the garlic, so.
Adele's asking, who is that actually created by?
Who is Pip's hot sauce made by?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. We had somebody who told us last time. Let me quickly see if it says on their website that I brought up ahead of time.
He's never tried any of Pip's, and he's asking you what they're like. So that's what we find.
I find they're all a little on the vinegary side, but for some of them that works quite well. This one in particular, the sweetness and the tang go very nicely together, and I'd say over pizza, over lasagna, over some fish, that one's going to go very nicely. Does it say who makes them here?
It's Brum-based, so it's Birmingham area.
Oh yeah, it's Birmingham area. We know that much, but I can't see anything else on their website telling me who makes them. Don't have a name for you, I'm afraid. But they are pipshotsauce.co.uk, so nice and easy to remember. Oh, it's not Dan Reed. Or are we just tagging him?
Which flavour, when you first tasted it, which flavour was the first one that comes into your mouth?
I think it is the vinegar and the sweetness I get first. But you quickly get that undertone of green chili and that bit of savouriness as well.
You're not selling it to me.
Fair enough.
The green sauce.
I was never going to sell it to you because you don't like green.
I do keep trying, though. There is going to be a
Yeah.
Garlic. Other
Well, I
than
know the
garlic,
garlic does it for you because that's more garlic than anything else, if anything.
that's it.
This,
It's garlic, isn't it?
this has a fair bit of garlic in it, but it doesn't have it to that extent. Nothing rivals garlic in that regard.
No, well, like you said, the first flavour that came through in that was the vinegar and the sweetness, where with garlic,
Yeah.
it's
It's
garlic.
first flavor's garlic, second flavor's garlic, third flavor's garlic. There's some green chili in there, but it's mostly garlic.
Winner, winner.
It is good stuff, the garlic. Especially mixed in with a pesto, I find. So, second thing of the day is I was going to go back to a company that I'd been to before for some pickled eggs, but unfortunately, it seems they don't exist anymore. So instead, we've got these ones from Gingerbeard's Preserves, who again, just companyname.co.uk if you feel like looking them up.
Who was it that you were first trying to get?
What was it? Purely pickled eggs, I think it was. They had a whole chili range, but unfortunately, they seem to have disappeared in the last year or two, which I suspect is a fairly common occurrence. These
Pop it
ones,
up.
though,
Pop it up, and we want to know if these ones are as good as the others.
we'll find out, won't we? But yeah, I'll give you another quick look at the back, though, so you can see the bay leaf and all the chili floating in the bottom. It does just say chili and cider on the front, but apparently it's ghost pepper, so that's going to be fun.
Depending on how long they've been sitting in there, yes, this could be fun.
And I've poured it down my leg.
That's just an excuse. We've all had that one coming back from the pub toilets.
Happens every time. Right, so there you go.
Isn't converted to these yet.
One brown stained egg.
Was there any rubbery texture?
Maybe the tiniest bit, but barely if so.
That's a good sign.
And can definitely taste the cider in the egg. And there is an after heat to them as well.
By
So yeah,
cider,
good job.
are you getting the sweetness from the cider, or is it
No,
like,
it's not a sweet cider. It's a tangy one again. But you definitely get that aged apple sort of woody quality to it. Yeah, those are quite nice, and the heat does grow afterwards. That's definitely something with a good kick.
for a brown pickled egg? It didn't give you much of that coughing reflex that most brown pickled eggs.
No, it's definitely not the malt vinegar that makes you cough and splutter.
No, it didn't seem to hit the throat.
No, apparently it's cider vinegar in this one, so. That's the first of them. And then we also have these, which, as you can see, very different color.
Wow.
These, they call them snuffies, which doesn't really tell you much. I think it's the person they're made for or something. But apparently they are pickled in jerk spice.
They look like swamp water.
They do, don't they? Jerk never looks that pretty.
These are going to be interesting.
I never find jerk things look pretty, but they usually taste delicious, so.
We were trying to convert Stephen Dixon over to pickled eggs, but I don't think after seeing those, we're going to manage it tonight.
Look at that. That is almost
it's like
black.
A century egg.
It really does, doesn't it?
Let's have a look inside.
Oh, instant jerk spice flavor from that, though. It may not look appetizing, but that tastes great.
Did it have any rubbery texture to it, or?
Again, not really.
There's another look inside. Nice big thick yolk in it.
Yeah.
Looks good dry.
I'm not sure how I feel about them ones.
Tastes
No.
great, but yeah, as you say, it doesn't look the best. So. Up to you. Can you get past the look of that really dark egg?
That's what I'm curious about now. It's like I'm
Yeah, it's
like
that
that
cinnamon
on these.
allspice kind of blend. It is definitely jerk spices in there.
So how hot is it?
These ones not very. They're significantly milder than the cider ones.
Stephen Dixon. I couldn't have put it better myself. After seeing that egg, I keep thinking you're going to say, I'm a chili-head, get me out of here. I'm messing the comments up all over.
One day I'll have scorpion spiced actual scorpion.
It does look like a Century Egg Hot Wheels, I agree.
It really does, but it doesn't taste like one. Or at least I'm assuming it doesn't taste like one. I can't see how a century egg would taste like that, but I've never
Kevin's
actually
got the
tried
right
one.
idea. It might be better if you didn't actually see it and you closed your eyes and tried it before.
Yeah.
That way. It might be better that way.
Because it is the visual that's putting people off, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I do have one final one from them, porter variety. But these, A, they're going to look a lot like the last lot. And B, they don't actually have chili in them, so it's up to you whether you want to see them or not.
I do want to see them because you just said porter.
Okay.
One of Adele's favourite drinks is porter.
No anymore. It isn't.
So this is a pickled egg done in porter.
Yep.
Susan Grieg does do amazing pickled eggs, but they are hot. He's
Just trying to find out
disqualified.
what's
Didn't
through
keep
my
it
desk.
on camera.
Little bit less dark than the last one, but only a little.
Oh, I could make another one.
It doesn't show much on the camera. That looks like more white than the last one.
Yeah,
That's
it
'cause
does.
The yolk's at the bottom. I can see where the yolk sank.
Definite rich dark flavor from the porter.
I think I preferred the ones before, and that didn't look cracky at all. That did look like a rubbery little ball.
Fair enough. I've quite liked them all, but I think the jerk was definitely my favorite.
Kevin, that's wicked.
So there we go. We know what Kevin's kids are getting for Easter.
Can I make a suggestion?
Go for it.
Chocolate coat them first.
No, that is pure evilness.
Ah,
So was that laugh.
yes, it was.
What you should have had is some little crackers and cheese to have had with those eggs. It might have been.
Oh, that might be nice. Yeah, slice them up, put them on cheese and crackers and stuff. Yeah. I have to do that sometime.
Can I just interrupt and say, I wouldn't want to be in Corin's flat tonight because he's at like 3-4 pickled eggs and they're not. His bottom end's not going to be very friendly tonight, isn't it?
The best thing about it, he shares a house still, don't you?
Nice.
Yeah, but I have my own space. Nobody's going to have to. Actually, no, I am watching stuff with the family tonight, so they might have to.
Round into his bedroom.
Everybody has their own space, but we still share a planet.
Yeah. Usually pickled eggs don't reach quite that far, but
They usually don't come with jerk spice.
true.
I can imagine how these are going to come out the back end. So we might need a second report on this of the aftermath. Out of the 3 pickled eggs, which one was your favourite? The jerk.
The jerk.
Right. So which one would you say was the hottest?
Oh, easily the cider.
The cider one.
I'd say the jerk might have been hotter right away, but the cider, being ghost pepper, did have a definite grow to it. And it definitely got hotter.
Did any of them give you that where you get that really bad acidic?
No, they were. I reckon the fact that you've got the porter and the cider and stuff in there is taking away from some of the vinegar. Because definitely they're not as vinegary as some of the pickled eggs I've had in the past.
All right. Still think the one with the bay leaf floating around it, the one with the apple cider vinegar, I think that one was still a better one for me. Like you say, I think it was the visualness of the others.
Yeah. I hadn't realized quite how horrifying to look at they were going to be.
It's also because the camera as well. The camera doesn't show colours exactly how they are neither. So when it comes through on my camera,
darker, but
when it comes over on my camera, that just like, when you see that where something's so green that it starts to look brown, but it's not, it's really green. That's what they were coming through on my camera, and it was like,
oh, okay. Because for me, it was quite clear they were just extremely brown.
Yeah, it was like greeny brown to me. So yeah, cameras and screens and that does have a lot to do with the visuals.
And yeah, that's gingerbeardspreserves.co.uk if you're interested in those. Finally, we do have this one here from Johnny Hexberg. Now, I didn't buy this direct from Johnny Hexberg. I bought this elsewhere, but you don't want to know about the people I bought this from. What you do want to know is that this is an Apocalypse Scorpion sauce, which is a rare strain of Trinidad Scorpion.
It looks like it's never been opened so far.
I don't know. It's been opened once. I've had a little bit of it.
Yeah, I've had a little try.
The heat shrink did used to go all the way up. This is the first time I'm having a good amount. Fairly thin. Has some chunks. I'm dripping it all over the place.
Well,
yeah, it's quite thin.
Pretty thin.
That looks like a runny one.
Has a lot of little bits in it, though.
Very hard bits or soft bits.
And,
Are the hard bits or soft bits? Like seedy bits or soft bits?
What are they? Yeah, they're probably just the herbs and spices, whatever they may be, but yeah, there's also black bean in here, an onion, and you can definitely taste the onion and some herbs in that. But also, it does have a real scorpion heat to it, which just sits around to the back of the tongue and throat, and a little bit deep in the gums, which I'm not used to from Chinense.
What's the dominant flavour of it?
1 second, let me have a little bit more.
It does look runny, Adele. Like a Tabasco type runny.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's quite Tabasco, because Tabasco is incredibly thin, but
Yeah, well, Tabasco doesn't have the little bits. Tabasco has no little bits.
Yeah. Yeah, a little dark and toasted, I'd maybe even. It tastes sort of like you would expect of the color, but with more of a herbiness to it. I think is the easiest way to put it.
What's the ingredients in it?
Full ingredients list is vinegar, water, sweet pepper, Apocalypse Scorpion 19%, black beans, onion, apricot, preserve, garlic, sugar, herbs, and spices. And that heat does stay with you. It really does.
I'm a bit curious about it, to tell you the truth. Nothing in the ingredients gives me any idea of what it actually tastes of. It's like curiosity. The only way you're actually going to know is to actually buy a bottle and give it a crack.
Well, another nice convenient web address. It is just johnnyhexberg.co.uk. And yeah, it seems, looking at his website, he does all sorts of interesting ones, because he also has things like purple ghost pepper and the butch tea and the chocolate bootler and stuff.
You've got a wide selection of sauces. It's South
You're
African, I
interested in the
believe.
sauce?
South African company, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, they do seem to be. Yeah, just impressive the range of peppers they have, because there are some there that you will not see in any other sauce. I've never seen anyone use the Apocalypse Scorpion before.
I'm not too sure I haven't either, but I lose track of all the peppers now because they've all seem to.
Yeah, there are so many, aren't there?
Yeah, and they've all got different. Well, one's got a name there where it's the same. It's got a different name somewhere else, but the same pepper. And
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that
lost
doesn't
track.
help either.
Yeah, I lost track, mate. I think it's my age as well, though.
Anyway, that's all I have for today. Hope you've enjoyed.
What was your favourite product out of them?
I've never seen them.
I mean, I do like the jerk eggs. I don't know. Jerk eggs were definitely the best of the eggs, but it's hard to pick between them and the sauces still.
With the Johnny Hexberg sauce, what would you put it on?
I'm thinking bakes mostly and roasts and that sort of thing. Might even work nicely in gravy, actually.
Added into the gravy.
Yeah, I mean, I did really like one of the coffee and stuff sauces I had. Scotch bonnet and cumin and such. Oh, who was that? Java Hot was the name of the sauce. I can't quite remember the maker off the top of my head, but it was somebody in here.
I remember the sauce you're on about now, the one with the coffee in it.
'Cause, yeah, that was gorgeous in gravy, and I think this would be the same.
Only one way to find out.
Yep. Got to do some more playing around with this one.
Bit of playing around in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm not Kevin today, but Kevin will be on again soon, I'm sure.
Well, I think considering we've got about 15 seconds of lag, we've not done too bad.
Yeah, we seem to have done all right. That it for today then?
It is, dude. I'm going to do a vermouche and say goodbye and thank you very much. I think I might have to check out those eggs though, because
You will not.
curiosity.
You will not.
Me and curiosity, it just does it, and they're rather strange. So I'm going to say goodbye. Give me a wave.
Bye.
Mexican one. Do it that way. Now I tried to fade out like that the other day, and I can't because I need the mouse for this.
Yeah.
So we're just going
What
to say
you need
bye, guys.
is you need to learn to use the mouse with your foot.